Hi guys. I'm gonna be talking about a little bit of my high school, freshman through senior year, and hold on. And I just want to get some views out, get some views of how other people felt in high school because I just don't know. Nobody's perfect, and nobody had some people had a great 4 years of school. Some people not so much. But me is kind of I had friends. I did some clubs and everything, but the 4 years were not good at as good as what I wanted. Just because of the fact that freshman year wasn't really good because of the fact that I didn't do cheerleading, basketball, sports. I didn't do that. Plays, I didn't do that. I did nothing but go to class and do homework. So, so that was it for freshman year because there was nothing. So, going on to sophomore year, that's where I wanted to get more active into probably sport, plays, and all that. So I did go out for the play. Well, first I went out for cheerleading and I got on the squad. So, I only did football. I didn't do basketball because I was afraid that it was gonna clash with the play and everything. So I only did football for cheerleading. And it was great. I went out for, the talent show, and I forgot what I did. I'm pretty sure I did a dance. And I did really well with that. And the play, I was only the beggar. I really didn't have a role much. All I was oh, please, da 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 da. And it was a good performance, I guess. But I was mainly in the chorus. If I could sing, I probably would have maybe gotten a little bit better role, maybe. I don't know. Sophomores, don't really know. But it was really called the senior play. So the seniors get the leads and the juniors get the leads right after. So, yep. Then going on to junior year. And things really started happening that I started noticing. The talent show. Well, first let me start with cheerleading. Cheerleading was fine and good. We had cuts and I made the cut. I'm happy about that. And I don't think there was any cuts really. I think everybody just made it. So I did the talent show. I did my dance, and then I'm going to say his name, Abraham Hussein. He actually choreographed Thriller, so we did that as the closing of the show. And, of course, my name, I realized then that my name was cut from the pamphlet, the roster, and before going on, I had to tell whoever was hosting the play, and I know who it was. I'm not going to say her name. But I had to tell her if she could, say my name because I was in the dance. And I didn't want to, be left out like that. So if anybody, watches the Thriller, they'll hear my name, but they won't see it at the end of who was in the dance. And that actually got to me a little bit. But going on to the play, I like the junior play a lot. It was Grease. And I have it right here. And this was a good play. And I played Patty Simcox, which is a kooky, crazy cheerleader. And after the first two shows, the director pulled me aside and he was like, do you know who actually really stole the show? And I'm thinking Sandy did. And Sandy was played by a junior girl. And I'm like, Sandy? And he was like, no, Patty Simcox, you did. And I'm like, I was like so happy because I felt like really good, and acting is what I've always wanted to do in my life. Like, I love acting to the max. Like, it's the best ever. And it was really good. So now going on to senior year is where it kind of like all went downhill. I wasn't focused in school much. I did good the first 2 terms and then struggled a little bit with, keeping up with some certain things. And I tried out for cheerleading, and this time there was like a whole bunch of senior girls who wanted to try out, and this time I did do cheerleading for football and basketball, and it didn't clash with the play or anything. But I did make the cut for the cheerleading for basketball and for football. But what really hurt the most was when we seniors got the pictures, because it was of the whole squad. Now let me explain something. I've never missed a practice, and I've always been present unless they had like some secret cheerleading practice that I didn't know about, or maybe I couldn't like go, or I was a little bit late maybe. I don't know. I have been present for all the practices that I could think of, but when we got the pictures, I wasn't in it. There was like a little sticky picture, and they just like stuck me in there. And I'm just like, that hurts really bad. It was like the worst I've ever felt, that I wasn't like really in a picture with the whole team, and that I had to be like a little person on the side just because they had to find a picture of me in the past just to like cut it out and just put me in. Like, we couldn't have gotten together as like a team with everybody there and like take a picture, because that made me feel like complete crap. Going on to the senior play, I made the senior play and I was half of the lead again. Again, no singing, but I was doing da 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 da. And I really didn't like it. I don't know where the DVD is, but it's like, it's either here or it's probably my parents have it. I don't know. I honestly don't know where it is. But that play, it really hurts me a lot, because I tried giving the DVD back to the girl whose father actually put it all together and put everyone's names in. And the part that hurts the most of that is, I love acting more than anything, and I cried to my dad about it, and he said that he was angry about it too, but he said that I had to like start speaking up for myself, just because of the fact that when I got the DVD and actually watched it all the way through, he left out like this one scene that had me acting that had a little bit more lines. He cut that out, and I know he probably didn't do that intentionally, but also, if you have like a booklet that has the characters and who played it, you need to put them in, because when I watched to the end and watched the credits roll, someone's name who she didn't have like a lead at all. She had like a few lines, but her character and her name were in the pamphlet. Mine wasn't. My character named Miss Peterson, and I was like the mother, and they didn't have the character name, they didn't have my name. So anyone who watches it, they'll be like, oh, who played like Miss Peterson? My name's not there. The character's name isn't there. It's not something made up because I watched the movie. I always watch to see what I can do better, what I can improve on. And for them to cut my name right out hurt deeply. And I cried to my dad about it. And I tried giving the DVD and saying, hey, can your dad put my name in there just in case, like, if I want to, like, submit something and then they can watch, like, who played what part, they won't see my name anywhere. And so it pissed me off. And I know that this is very, like, really, really late because I graduated in 2012, but I just wanted to talk about, like, high school. It can be fun. It can be a lot of ups and downs. It can be, like, mean. It can be the joyful time of your life. But where I'm coming from, to me, it was, like, a lot of up and downs. Crazy roller coaster ride where mostly I was, like, left out most of the time. So to me, high school really wasn't the best that I wanted it to be. And I guess things happen, but I don't know. It just hurt that, like, I was left out through some of it and most of it. And I just really wanted, you know, me to be, like, noticed and, like, shine. But it's like in high school and in middle school, I was, like, sort of left out. I mean, there was a class where this teacher said everything nice about classmates. And he said most people's names, 3 in total, were left out. And I was one of the 3. I wasn't popular. I wasn't, like, I was average to not, like, great. But I wanted my high school experience to be much more than, you know, me being left out. But although being left out, I did have fun until I realized that my name wasn't on something and that they had to actually announce it before, like, you know, the credits roll, and how they couldn't fix it. It just really, really sucks when you're left out. So if you're in high school and you're in something, I think that you have to make it known and just speak up, because I didn't until, like, the very end, and it still didn't do any good. And I did have, like, an evaluation that I had with teachers, and my dad was there. I left because I had to get back to, like, a class, and my dad stayed. And my dad is, like, the most amazing dad ever. I love him so much. And I remember that he stayed behind to talk so teachers and my dad can talk. And he told me that he brought the pictures from cheerleading, he bought the DVD, he bought, like, this Letterman thing from cheerleading, because I was supposed to be getting something with WL, like Windsor Locks, like something along the lines of that, because I made honors one year, and it was second honors, and we were supposed to get something that like, you know, here's this thing, you made second honors, great. They left me out completely, and I had second honors. And we had, like, this whole big, like, dinner thing, like, honors, who, like, most improved, all that stuff for school events. So I did make second honors, but I wasn't, like, up on the stage with everybody, or, like, standing on the floor up front in front of everybody. I had to sit down, and I'm just like, at the end, I was like, do I get one? And she's like, did you even make honors? And I'm like, yeah, I made second honors. Why didn't I get one? And they had to give it to me after the fact. And my dad, he actually went in the like meeting, he also said that he told, like, he's like, you really care for my daughter and everything, this and that, but how come she was left out in the talent show? How come she wasn't like, how come her name wasn't in the play? How come this and that? And I don't really speak up well, and I don't do well in problems and conflict. I kind of try and run away from it or try and block it out. So what I can like only give to people who are in high school now is you have to speak up, and you have to like stand up for yourself and say, look, I want my name to be in there because I'm doing this. Don't be like all snobby about it, but high school was crazy and everything. It started out fun, and then like it like decreased and everything. Like I felt like really, really bad. Like even like senior year, it just like made me so mad. So if you're in high school, try to be seen, get noticed, don't be left out in anything, because it actually really hurt me. And it's I've been debating on doing like a video this long, so I'm gonna get going and just have a good day and, you know, shine bright. Bye.